the Argument Clinic. I'm Coach.
I'm Navy.
Basically what we do on this show is we get into an argument. We really only have one rule, and that is that we don't ever argue about anything that actually matters. That includes no sports, no religion, and no politics.
Or brain matter.
Well, that goes without saying.
Because it has it in the word. Brain matter. Therefore it matters. That's physical proof. We can't argue it. It has matter.
No argument here.
Exactly.
This week's episode was suggested to us by
Emily Bailey.
Yeah, basically, at what point does a snack become a meal?
I don't think there's a difference.
Now, there's definitely a difference.
Aside from the word.
No, there's a difference even in overall scope of the argument itself. A meal is, well, there's several ways that they differ. Primarily, a meal is an event. Maybe not like
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, not like a momentous event where it's like, oh, it has to be all special. But a meal is something it's almost like a destination. You are going to go eat.
People do that at Super Bowl parties, and yet it's always snacks. It's always finger food.
No, there's snacks there, but they're not the main meal. They'll also have sandwiches
nobody
and
has a
chicken
main
wings.
Meal there.
But then nobody has a meal at the Super Bowl.
That's what I'm saying, isn't it?
Well, it depends on what constitutes a meal. So,
you can go to a Super Bowl party and there's like, hey, pizza, popcorn, chips, salsa, taquitos, whatever else you have, and you can eat till you're completely full. But it's all snacks.
Right, but
everybody's full, so they could say that they've had a meal.
Well, not really, because like I said,
what's the difference?
The meal is like a destination. It's what you're doing. It's the event. A Super Bowl party isn't the event. The Super Bowl is the event. The party happens around it. A meal is you sit down at lunch, you sit down at dinner, you sit down at breakfast, or you have these meals. A snack is just generally quick and small.
Like breakfast, a bowl of cereal. Quick and small, but it's breakfast. It's a meal. And yet, take away the milk and you're eating your cornflakes. It's a snack?
Yeah.
It's essentially the same thing. What's the difference?
Milk.
Yeah.
You already said it yourself.
Yeah, but see, that's kind of
That's what makes it a complete thing.
Because complete
no.
grains and milk. That's it.
Right, but what I'm saying is, if you have a bowl of cereal, you're sitting down to eat it, or you're carrying around, but you're not really doing anything rapidly, or you can't really do a whole lot while you do it. If you take a bag or a bowl of dry cereal, you can work while you do that. You can do yard work. You can go mow the lawn. You can drive a car. You can walk around a zoo. You can't really do that with a bowl of cereal very well.
You totally
just
can.
because they're not connected threads doesn't mean they're not valid threads. So that's but that's only one of the things that makes a meal a meal. Okay?
2 parts?
No,
grains
the fact
and
that
milk.
it's a destination. That's what you're going to do. When you have a snack,
I am
generally
going to
just
snack. That is the destination.
no.
Therefore, suddenly it's a meal?
No,
Because of destination.
That's only one of the things that makes a meal a meal. That by itself would not define what a meal versus a snack is. Meal also has to do with amount. Now, yes, you can have a lot of snacks.
Till you're full.
Yes, you
therefore,
can.
a big amount.
Right.
You can have different servings, cover every basic food group. How is snacking not a meal if you have covered every aspect of it?
If you sit down and plan out your snacks to be all these parts of the food group and you're now sitting down, you've now done 2 of the primary requirements to make it a meal. So then the argument becomes...
what is the difference?
Then the argument becomes what food makes up a meal versus a snack.
They both come from the same basic food group, so...
True.
Once again, what's the difference?
Again, it's the type of food.
It's not. You can have a snack. You can have a banana for a meal. You can have a fruit salad. Same foods.
Yeah, but you can't snack on a steak.
Oh, I disagree.
No.
You can totally snack on bacon.
Yeah, except for I said steak.
I don't care. They're both from
I
the
didn't say
hindquarters
bacon
of
for
a
a reason.
delicious animal. A delicious.
I don't think
It's a
steak
delicious
is hindquarters, actually.
It depends on what kind of steak. It could be a rump roast.
Which is, by virtue of the name, not a steak.
It totally is. You just boil
Rump
it.
roast,
Yeah, you
not
boil
a
it.
steak.
A steak you sear, a roast you boil. It's still beef and comes from a delicious cow.
Oh, I won't agree that it's beef or that it's not delicious, but
Therefore, it's a steak.
there's just a different, I don't know.
The way you prepare it, it's still a steak. All around, it's a steak.
No, a steak
It's
is a,
meat from a cow.
a steak is
How
a
are we
certain
getting
kind-
on? We have gotten off topic. We need to save this for the next argument
You got
because
us off
this
topic.
is good.
You got us off topic.
Oh.
But
Aw.
there's just several things that make up a meat. And any one of those things on its own doesn't make it a meat. It's when you combine it. It's an event, it's a destination, it's an amount, and it's a certain type of food. And it's also certain proportions of that food. It's not, a Slim Jim for your meat group, 3 bags of Lay's
You
potato
call a
chips,
Slim Jim meat?
in a sense.
In a sense, a used napkin that you use to wipe your mouth while eating steak is meat.
Yeah.
Slim Jim. About the same
I
thing.
didn't say it was healthy. But you take those kind of things, it's like, okay, well, I'm going to have, let's say beef jerky then, if you don't want Slim Jim. Beef jerky, that's just dried beef. Okay?
Okay.
With salt or flavoring, whatever. But it's not like Slim Jim where it's kind of like, well, we found this in the backyard, let's eat it. It's the best description of a Slim Jim I think I've ever heard.
Pretty close, yeah.
But it's not like taking 3 pieces of beef jerky, saying, okay, that's my meat, and then I'm going to have 3 bags of Lay's potato chips.
Sounds like a good casserole.
I'm not sure that would be a meal. I mean, I'm sure it's a meal to somebody. But I think...
You ever been on field exercises?
No, I wasn't in the military.
Well, there you go. That's a damn good meal.
Yeah, but the military has warped your thinking.
So?
Well, then you are no longer a viable witness or someone that...
Well, then by that, there's no reason we should be arguing this in the first place.
Which is why it
at
doesn't matter,
all.
therefore we can argue it.
Yeah.
It's also why I chose to do the show with you versus somebody else, because...
I'm also the most intelligent person you can find outside of your wife.
Yes. All of a sudden I'm depressed now.
Yes, how sad is it that I'm the most intelligent person you know outside of your wife?
I can't do this anymore.
I win! I win!
Both idiots.
Constitution. Constitution.
Constitution.
Constitution.
You do know we filmed this in English, right?